they did legalize it, how would you feel about that?
No.
Would you go out and buy,
No.
or would you
I don't have
try to
money.
go the illegal route and grow it yourself?
I don't have money anyway, so I'll do whatever's free. But
So nothing, basically.
Yeah.
no, a free weekend at eharmony.com. You know it is free.
Eric, how would you purchase said merchandise?
No, just like I don't purchase cigarettes or alcohol.
Eric's straight edge.
Well, being the
life.
fact that he's
Oh,
not
makes
of
sense.
age as of right now
Yeah.
to even
Oh, yeah.
purchase anything, but
Yeah, there's that too.
Remember, he's a minor.
My daddy says I can't. My daddy see that if I go in coal mine, I'll get the black loon. My daddy's strong and smart. And I don't know, if everybody had access to the marijuana, I imagine pretty much everybody was. There wouldn't be anybody who wouldn't be like doing it. Even like people who would think like, oh, it's wrong or whatever, probably just do it anyway.
We're like, well,
I think
screw
they
it.
would. I think they would have more of a notion to try it being the fact that it's not illegal.
I imagine
There's certain people that don't try it because it is illegal.
Well, here's the problem though. With some companies, you gotta be drug free. If it becomes legal, like for example, you can't go to work drunk. Common sense.
Yeah.
Same with marijuana. You can't go to work high. If it becomes legal, again, how can they test if you smoked it in the parking lot or if you smoked it 2 days ago?
Well, they could tell if you're high at the time, I would
Yeah.
think.
Some-
I mean, it's not.
I know a few stoners, man. They can play it off.
The amount of
And
certain chemical or something like that that's supposed to be,
The THC.
yeah, that is supposed to be.
Is that right, THC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what
Well,
is the point of knowing if you did it yesterday compared to today?
Because if you go into work stoned,
Yeah.
Then you're impaired to
But
some degree.
you're
You-
How do they tell if you're drunk?
well,
You can
because you'd be
you can
physically
smell.
impaired, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, how-
can you tell if you're high? It's the same thing. You
Okay,
don't know.
well, look at it this way. There in the state of Michigan, medical marijuana is legal. So people that have diseases or pain, something like that, they smoke it. They still go to jobs. They still work. Not all of them don't work.
but you gotta realize that's one out of how many people, and they even got like a little doctor's note, little card or something.
Yeah, the actual.
See, that's different though. If you're looking at versus everyone versus
I know. I'm just saying that you know
2-3
how
people.
would it show on the medical marijuana? Would they have enough grounds to fire someone?
Well, technically, but then if it's some sort of
I'll make it as obvious as possible.
If somebody,
Thank you.
if somebody was, like if somebody had like the medical stuff, if he wasn't already smoking it, then he'd be impaired anyway, because there's obviously something wrong with him where he's got to be smoking to not be dead.
I know there's a case in like some guy got fired from Walmart because he was on medical marijuana.
I
He
do believe
sued.
we.
I think he sued.
I think we brought this up in the Walmart
Really?
episode.
I don't think we did.
No.
Let's have a flashback.
And we're clearly not going to, like, I mean, they're clearly not going to give anybody who has marijuana like a top priority job. They're just going to be like, here's a brick, throw it at the wall.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
Well, they could maybe in a creative field or
Just
something.
like how they aren't going to give any jobs to incarcerated felons. Next episode, that's what we're talking about. No.
That's not 100% guaranteed, but it will be on the list.
Well, we'll talk about that like how we talked about Twilight. Oh.
What's guaranteed is that. What's guaranteed is that. What day is it? It's Friday.
One quick. See, we keep looking at
Vacation.
the bright
Let's
side.
ignore it.
Yes, it's
Huh?
Friday. Ass. No, what's guaranteed is that today is Friday and that people who are watching this are going to be watching it after Christmas. That's the only guarantee.
Well, yeah, because if they watch it by then,
No, I mean because it's going to take that long to get the episode out.
I will have this
Maybe.
episode up in a week.
We'll see
We got a
about
bit
that.
going then.
Okay, so today's date is what?
The
26th
26th of November.
of November.
I will have it before
2010.
Let's see. This is on
Okay,
record.
hold on though. As an editor though, I am in the process of moving, and I do work a full-time job and have a child.
Excursions.
So
That's
I'll
what
give
a wife
give me,
is for.
give me 2 weeks. Give me 2 weeks.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so-
3 weeks. Let's make it until after
So wait,
Christmas.
hold on. What would be the date for that? We need to know. So we have
14 days from now would be the 12th? No.
No, it'd be
Eighth.
like the.
It's
Let's say the
February.
10th.
It'll be like the
Who cares?
10th,
Like
December
the
10th.
30.
December 10th, 2010, this episode should be up here. If it's not,
Send an email.
email us complaining to Tyler that he lied to you.
May I remind the viewers that this is a bi-weekly discussion on things such as food, religion, politics, and other crazy
All the
stuff.
harshness to know.
One
Today
quick
is
thing
the
before we
most
close.
rawest episode.
One quick thing
It's
before we
real.
close. We keep looking at, marijuana, we legalize this, legalize that. Take a step back and look at the people who don't legalize it and why. Marijuana is like something that is sold on the streets and it causes crime, robberies, money, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, there's stronger drugs out there, but marijuana is like pretty much the amateur drug that you sell on the street, besides pills, whatever. I don't know which one outranks the other one. That's beside the point.
Probably.
But if marijuana became legal, what are all these criminals going to sell on the street? Yeah, they can still sell marijuana.
Pokemon.
No, what I'm saying is, if you legalize marijuana, marijuana is not going to be the drug anymore. It's going to be, like, say, they're going to start selling cocaine. So instead of the marijuana problem, it's going to be cocaine.
Maybe.
And then people,
Well,
100 years from now, will be like, oh, let's legalize cocaine. And it's just going to be
That's a slippery slope argument.
I honestly want to be in that kind of time. Come on, cocaine. Come on, have some crazy cocaine trips. Come on, guys.
As I recall,
Let me hit this rock before I go to work, bro.
as I recall, if you wanted to be in that era, it's already passed. 'Cause if you remember, doctors used to be like, "Oh, cocaine, this stuff is great," and they used to be like, "Cigarettes will make you strong."
Speed, yeah. They used to
Speed
give
is
diet
good.
pills as prohibition.
You used to be like, "Oh,
No.
yeah.
I heard Macho Man really say it was
I'm
like
gonna
speed.
take down the whole community
So,
with my speed drugs."
Okay, well,
Power. He's shaking Hulk Hogan's hand. The cosmic power of this tag
Something
team.
we've never seen before in WWC history. That's history
WWC.
What did I say? 3W?
That's a combination of WCW and WWF. You just made up a wrestling family.
Come get some!
Is gonna have a taste.
There's gonna be a photo of Tyler as a wrestler. Photoshop right here. And he's gonna be the first member of the WWC.
I'll power bomb him in the cage.
Okay.
Off the ladder. The
Okay.
tallest ladder.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna rap about it in my next album.
Okay.
Okay.
Focus. Focus. Topic at hand.
We gotta
Marijuana.
wrap it up, bro.
Yeah.
Final thoughts on marijuana.
You think wrestlers
I
ever
don't
smoke
care.
marijuana? I bet Hulk Hogan did a lot of things.
I think that it would probably be better to legalize it than not legalize it, but heavily regulate it and
Tax the
set
shit
up
out of
police
it.
state 2000. Yeah, do that.
I don't care. Whatever happens, happens. I agree with all these other legalized things. I'd like to remind everyone to check out our podcast.
Hey,
Actually, no.
we
Look at
changed
every
that.
single one.
We took that off.
It's no longer a podcast. You can
You
tell.
got him there.
Well, how I feel,
Where'd my
I
phone go,
honestly,
huh? Suck it.
honestly, I don't care if they tax it or not. I don't see why they shouldn't, because generating a lot of revenue. That would generate a lot of, and I think Michigan wouldn't be in the shit situation it is now if we didn't have, or if we had.
Situation.
Yeah, the situation. I heard the situation has some pretty bad abs.
Do you realize that in broadcasting, this motion I'm doing, when the interviewer agrees with the interviewee, it's called positive stroking?
You know,
Okay, well,
I want to just point
Seriously,
out
that's
that
what it's called. I just wanna
this
throw it out there.
particular cameraman that we have now laughing is probably not going to be as distracting as the last time. Cause while I was watching the last video, I noticed you could hear, like the whole time you hear this.
I actually
breathing.
never heard.
I
listened
did. I
to
was
that.
listening. I was like, you could just
Are you
barely.
sure
you
it
could
wasn't your
faint-
grandma?
Yes. No,
Standing
you could,
above you, what you
you could
watch.
faintly hear like some breathing. Just flow.
Well, I'm sorry that people breathe.
Pulse.
Like,
No, I mean, what was he doing? He's
Hey,
on the
Bella
camera,
forgot to
like,
breathe.
oh, sorry, I forgot to breathe. Okay, So that was our episode on. That was an episode on marijuana, and
We are not stoned.
yeah.
Yet.
So I'm Cameron. This is Eric. That's Tyler.
I'm also Cameron.
That'd be too.
Why not? We're all
I
Cameron.
want to be that guy too.
We don't wanna be
Okay.
Cameron. I don't want to
we
be
should all
Cameron, I
climb on
wanna
his
be
shoulders
Cameron.
right now and be like his conscience.
No.
No,
I
So
want to be Camrod
Might
right
as well
now.
like pile drive.
and that's Rapscallions Report. Remember to check out rapscallionsreport.com and become a member. And yeah, this is very awkward.
Rub harder.
I'm gonna end the
Yeah, I'll
episode
do it.
now with au revoir.
Ooh.
No, it's not a skirt. It's a boat.
Not necessarily. You've seen short skirts. Come on, tell me you've seen
I said a skirt, not a mini skirt. There's a difference.
a
Either
skirt's
way,
a skirt.
Yeah.